As I mentioned earlier, one important difference between the appreciation of art and that of nature is that with nature, we are typically surrounded by the object of appreciation. And so, while Consul discussing the aesthetic appreciation of particular natural object, he essentially argued for an environmental model of natural aesthetic. Ordinarily, perhaps we do not look at our immediate environment in a predominantly aesthetic way. Carson argued that the aesthetic appreciation of the environment reverse shifting is from of the background of the aesthetic experience to the foreground. In simply taking the word to the wood, one not only sees the tree, the rocks, and the dirt, one also hears the rustling of leaves and breaking of branches, one feels the humid air and the cold breeze, one smells the pins and the moss. In contrast to experience of painting, an art installation, or even a blade, the sensory experience of nature is reducibly rich. Environment activates the entire range of our sensory capacities. You are an active participant and not merely a passive observer. You are a part of your environment. It's read to you just as you read to it. An ecosystem can either adapt to change or be eradicated, and this issue functional physics applies just as much to human environments as it does to wholly natural one. The layout of a farm, the adjustment of road, even the enjoyment of plants in the park can all help animals impact on functioning of their respective ecosystem. A forest and other natural environment we discussed earlier when it's called natural environment, like a farm state or a rural landscape. Most of our experience is one or two ways, either by driving past it on the road or by walking in it. And part of these experience have been explored philosophically. The farmer does not have the privilege of forming urban stories aesthetic perspective on the rural landscape. She's still busy getting her hand dirty. The farmer does not get to sit back and allow her imagination to flow freely. She is not disinterested. Rather, she is preparing her environment by cultivating it. Through repeated, coordinated movement developed as skill over years, she is, in many ways, like a dancer performing movement for no one but herself. You have probably experienced a scene of proprioception and kinesthesia that agricultural laborer feel. Any city, Poland North, is shaped over time, with its intermixing style reflecting its social pattern and regional culture. It is a living museum. We cannot walk through a city without recognizing its social history, with particular location being tied to particular people and events. We are aware of our bodies, the other side, and most especially of the shout, which may seem to be general cacophony, until one stops and pays attention. At the pass of time, an urban environment is an harmonious one at the worst and draco. So it's a human reaction, not only in the physical scene, but also in vitro of the various network and system at play. And these are all relevant factors in the aesthetic experience of city. Thanks for listening.